Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. After years of conjecture, violent family feuds, emotional breakdowns, and ruined relationships, Kody Brown and his fourth wife Robyn have finally spoken out about their genuine sentiments about polygamy, shocking the Sister Wives fans and beyond. The world of Sister Wives has always been a delicate balance of love, faith, family, and drama. But what Kody and Robyn recently revealed about their journey in plural marriage has permanently changed the course of their story. For years, viewers of Sister Wives watched the family navigate the complications of plural marriage, believing that polygamy was more than a lifestyle, but a divine calling that drove their every move. However, behind the scenes, cracks had been building for some time. With Christine's stunning departure from the marriage, Janelle's developing independence, and Mary's ultimate estrangement from the family unit, all eyes inevitably turned to Robyn, Kody Brown's final remaining wife, both legally and emotionally. Fans pondered on whether Robyn had always been the preferred wife, the fundamental cause of the family disintegration, or simply a scapegoat for a system set to fail due to clashing desires, egos, and shattered trust. The emotional honesty that followed their recent confession added to its shock value. In a confessional-style conversation with producers, Kody and Robyn finally revealed what polygamy has done to their relationship, family, and individual spirits. Kody, formerly a staunch supporter of plural marriage, acknowledged with tiredness in his voice that he no longer believed in the concept he had spent decades selling to his wife, children, and viewers at home. His previously fervent rhetoric about creating a strong, united plural family has been replaced by remorse, introspection, and a genuinely human admission of failure. He admitted that, while he originally believed plural marriage was the solution, the toll it had taken on his family was apparent, and the personal sacrifices were far greater than he had ever imagined. Robyn's revelation was both emotional and revealing. For years, she was viewed as the silent partner in Kody's contentious leadership, frequently accused of manipulating the situation to her benefit while other wives fought for affection, respect, and equality. However, Robyn's honest confession revealed a far more nuanced picture of her own ambitions and disappointments. She stated that she entered the multiple marriage with hopes of sisterhood, togetherness, and shared parenting, feeling, maybe naively, that she was joining something more than herself, something beautiful and sacred. Instead, she became increasingly isolated, bearing the brunt of hostility from her sister wives and the weight of being Kody's emotional confidant as his other marriages crumbled around them. For years, Robyn had clung to the original ideal, hoping that things might be fixed, trust rebuilt, and the family could once again function as a cohesive unit. But her hope dwindled as her relationships with Christine, Janelle, and Mary devolved into awkward silence, passive-aggressive exchanges, and eventually full alienation. The final nail in the coffin came when Kody began to question not just the viability of multiple marriage, but also the spiritual foundation that had once guided it. Robyn sobbed as she revealed that she had tried to believe in the fantasy to the very end, but had to confront the awful reality. It had crumbled. Their disclosures caused tremors throughout the Sister Wives realm. Fans who had long assumed Robyn liked monogamy now had confirmation, however bittersweet. Rather than coming across as manipulative or triumphant, Robyn's candor highlighted her anguish at witnessing the disintegration of the family she sincerely wanted to love. Kody, for his part, displayed a tenderness that had been lacking in previous seasons, eventually conceding that his pride, stubbornness, and excessive expectations had put a gulf between him and the very ladies he had promised to cherish. The repercussions of Kody and Robyn's disclosure go beyond their personal ties. It has provoked extensive debate regarding the nature of polygamy, both within religious organizations that practice it, and among spectators who have been following the Browns' journey for more than a decade. For many, Kody and Robyn's admission symbolized not only the dissolution of a family, but also the disintegration of an ideal that had been portrayed as attainable, although difficult. Their narrative has revealed the emotional consequences of living a life with several partners, children, and expectations that frequently contradict one another. It also highlighted the terrible reality that even the most bountiful love can be stretched too thin when spread across competing emotional landscapes. As the dust settles following their reveal, Questions regarding the Browns' future steps abound. Will Kody and Robyn continue to be in the public eye, embracing monogamy and building a new identity as a couple free of the plural marriage narrative? Or will they step away from the spotlight entirely, focusing completely on their children and personal healing? And what about the other former sister wives? Will this confession provide closure or aggravate the pain of betrayal and disappointment? For the time being, what remains is a somber image of a family that once dared to live differently, only to discover that the weight of their ambitions eventually outweighed their ability to support them. Kody and Robyn have admitted to polygamy, not triumphantly, but with resignation, giving a cautionary tale about the intricacies of human relationships and the ever-changing nature of belief, love, and family. As Sister Wives ventures into uncharted terrain, fans are left wondering what happens next for the Brown family, a once unified polygamous home that has been shattered by years of tension, emotional betrayals, and lifestyle changes. Christine has firmly established herself in a new life. Janelle is forging her own independent path, and Mary is now confronting her long-ignored sadness. So Sister Wives' storyline is swiftly developing into one about the consequences of plural marriage's failure. Kody Brown, the patriarch who formerly held everything together, is now at a crossroads, emotionally devastated, spiritually conflicted, and relationally alienated, with only Robyn by his side. But what does this mean for the family, the show, and the future relationships between all of the main actors involved? One of the most pressing problems for everyone is whether the program can continue to prosper in its current format now that the core premise, a huge, functioning polygamous family navigating daily life together, has been entirely dismantled. TLC producers have historically been excellent at shifting stories as needed, converting what began as a show about faith and family unity into a real, often painful exploration of emotional turmoil, personal strength, and eventually, family breakdown. In many respects, the Brown family's breakdown has become the most intriguing aspect of the show, attracting viewers who can identify to themes of loss, betrayal, and the search for identity outside of restrictive familial systems. Moving forward, the focus will most likely shift to the former sister wives' individual lives, exploring how Christine, Janelle, and Mary carve out new chapters for themselves while occasionally crossing paths with Kody and Robyn, whether for co-parenting responsibilities or emotionally charged confrontations. Christine's plotline is expected to remain one of the most vivid and powerful components of the show. After leaving Kody, she rapidly became a fan favorite due to her courage and genuineness. Her quest to independence has inspired many people, especially those who have been imprisoned in unsatisfactory or harmful relationships. Christine's engagement and future remarriage are expected to become important narrative points, as supporters push for her to find happiness on her own terms. Her bond with her children, particularly with daughters like Mykelti and Aspen, who are navigating adulthood and beginning families, gives depth and richness to her personal story. Christine's ability to maintain close ties with some of her former sister wives, particularly Janelle, provides optimism that not all bonds within the Brown family are doomed to fail.